Oh yeah.
My name's Brайан Igучи, and I'm a snowboarder. I mean, growing up in Southern California, like the snowboarding there, it's just, you know, a lot of warm weather, just a really comfortable snowboarding environment, you know, slushy snow, progression, a lot of progression happening, a lot of sessions where your first tricks would go down, and, you know, it really accelerated the sport.
When he first moved to Jackson, I guess it was just kind of like, whoa, there's a pro in town who's bigger than any other pro in town. You know what I mean?
It was like Willie McMillan, Rich Goodwin, Lance Pittman, Brody Dow, Dave Schmaley.
We just had this little crew, and there just wasn't any of this like drama or like any shit. It was just, you knew that you were going out every day to film.
And it was just day after day after day after day after day of like
doing just day after day after day after day. And it's like these movies and these projects we were working on before Kurt Morgan even probably heard about Jackson.
Taking us to the top now.
Well, when I first moved to Jackson, it was, you know, it was all about exploration. The technology had gotten to a point where you could get around in powder, and we started renting snow machines, and that really opened up a lot.
You know, we probably broke every rule in the book. And plus we were on like really shitty old 600s.
Got a bottle and papers.
When they first came here, that was the heyday of snowboarding here, you know.
we all got it that like if it just snowed a bunch of snow, we probably shouldn't go out into the like steepest, heaviest terrain for a few days until it settled. I mean, just kind of like just sort of stuff that you just sort of know from being in this environment a lot. But it wasn't something that we ever like talked about. You know, I don't remember Gooch ever like having sort of like this thing about, you know, becoming aware, more aware. That makes, you know, until Tristan died. It was like once Tristan died, it seemed like all of a sudden Gooch was like, had a shift.
I was actually up with Travis and Lance, a bunch of the guys up here in the backcountry. We had an avalanche and Tristan passed away. And I was a mess for weeks. My phone started blowing up at like 6 in the morning, and picked up the phone and he's like, "Have you heard?" And I'm like, "Heard what, man?" He's like, "There's been a big avalanche in Canada and Craig passed."
And at that point, he really like almost dropped out of snowboarding for good. He had lost it. He'd never, he'd lost 2 close friends and people he admired.
From that day forward, it's like, I'm going to step it up with my passion and love for the sport and do it responsibly.
Just calling to see what those results were down there.
Got CT M14, down 20, 25, and sudden planer, it's a resistant planer.
I want to keep riding. I don't know how many days I'm going to be on this planet, but I want to make sure I enjoy every opportunity and, do it the best I can, so.
He has this real magical like balance of that passion and drive, but it doesn't get so swept up into it that he becomes an asshole.
How's it going? Need help?
What's he like as a dad?
Awesome, super loving.
Okay, let's see. Keep the sage.
Like he's so gentle and like kind with them, and he has a great time with them. He's always been very like childlike to me. When we got together, I was always like, he's going to be the best dad.
It's like sparkles.
Like snow, huh? Like this past year, Milo started snowboarding, and, he's just in love with it. It's like the best feeling ever. It's just, there's so much joy with the kids, and everything in life, and just seeing them grow. The youth it's a trip.
I feel like he's kind of taking on a fatherly role to a lot of kids. So I feel like he seems to kind of take that mentorship pretty seriously.
Do whatever you
Hold on if I got a nice spin.
Something will happen.
Like the professional guides I've worked with over the years on projects, they've really, left a huge impression on me. And if there's anything I can give back to the future generation of snowboarders, man, it's, a little bit of knowledge and, a little push in the right direction.
I honestly think that he loves snowboarding now more than he ever has. Like, I think he's come full circle to a really like pure spot in snowboarding again. And I feel like he can just kind of ride POW and be happy and raise his family and be a happy little chuckling Buddha.
Honestly, I just wanted to find passion in life and just make good decisions.
Sun go down.